So question number 3, food poisoning versus the stomach flu. What is it and how do you treat both? Let me know in the comments down below if you are someone that has had issues with either one of these two things. Are you confused about what it is? So the symptoms are very, very similar. In fact, a lot of people who have the stomach flu may think they have food poisoning, or vice versa. Those people who have food poisoning may think they have the stomach flu. But there comes some subtle differences between the two. So food poisoning actually comes from something that's bad in the food. The most common things being bacteria, whether it's food that's not cooked, food that's cooked in places that are not very good, whether it's food that is maybe not handled very well or not very clean. It's usually something wrong inside that food. Whereas a stomach flu is usually due to a virus, due to something outside that you actually inhale or you ingest from the outside, which are typically viruses. The symptoms are very, very similar, though I would say that food poisoning in general tends to be a little bit more in terms of serious symptoms, with longer episodes of nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and pain than somebody who has the stomach flu, because typically viruses in and of themselves can be released very quickly. This will also be the reason why people don't suffer as much when it comes to the stomach flu. Now, because the stomach flu is due to a virus, the way you treat that is the way you treat any other virus. Fluids, hydration, anti-nausea, anti-diarrhea medications, Tylenol, things like that. We don't give medications for somebody who has a stomach flu because typically it's a virus. Now, food poisoning, it depends on what we think is the cause for the poisoning. Most of the people who get food poisoning is very self-limited, meaning it'll last for a day or two. They'll get better on their own as long as you do the hydration, have the brat diet, get some rest. But sometimes if the infection is severe, you have severe fevers, pain, bloody diarrhea. We actually may do some stool testing, see what's going on, and maybe necessary, we'll go ahead and give you some antibiotics. Because we know that the most common cause to get food poisoning is due to bad bacteria inside the food. And if it's so infectious that it's causing you to have severe systemic or bodily type symptoms, we want to give you some sort of medication to help out with that. But in both cases, fluids, hydration, having the brat diet, a very bland type diet, will help out tremendously when it comes to having treatment of both issues.